comedy called The Whole Shebang by Richard Olin. And it is about what if God was a college student and the Earth was his final thesis project. So, it's my pleasure and honor to let you guys see this right now. So, I'm going to give you the first lines, and we will let the show begin. The following is a true story. Some minor changes have been made because the actual events took place in a dimension beyond our comprehension.
And all in all, it's one of the best presentations I've seen this semester. A plus from start to finish. I'm sure this is one student who's going to go far.
Glad to hear it.
We might as well start.
No reason to make the poor boy more nervous than he already is.
There's just one part of my presentation I don't have with me yet.
Do you want us to wait?
No. Everybody's getting. You should be here any second.
Please relax. It's just an informal review.
You told me my whole grade did it.
Try not to think about it.
We've all read your thesis and supporting material.
All of it.
To be honest, I haven't gone through with your whole project. I'm sure you'll catch me up on anything I missed.
I'll try my best. I created the heavens and the earth. I think the earth has succeeded in every way I hoped it would. The amount of gravity is sufficient to keep things on the planet while letting trees grow tall and animals run and jump. The weather system, with its complexity, is very efficient.
You mean?
Those are the two leg creatures that smell armpits.
Yes, we'll get to them later. Go on.
Kidney beans are beautiful and wondrous.
Maybe not in themselves, but without them, we only have two bean salad.
It is very impressive how much diversity you bring in so few elements. I'm impressed with your creation of water.
I must admit, so am I. Maybe one of the most efficient liquids any student has created.
I like how when the temperature drops below freezing, you can scientists have waterfalls, snowflakes instead of ice cubes.
Thank you. It took a lot of work.
Why do you have an ice age?
Oh, well, to be quite honest, I screwed up a little bit.
Well, that happens. It was early on in the term.
I think that one of your major aesthetic accomplishments is fish. I never thought there would be one creature with so many colorful variations. Why do you even bother with creatures that slither, fly, and crawl on sharp lines?
Well, you do have to understand
They're
that.
just adorable.
Thanks.
Of course, I could do without catfish.
Oh, well, they're good scavengers.
They're ugly. Couldn't you give them a little silver stripe down the side or something?
Can we begin discussing the human being? It seems to me that everything else is insignificant in comparison.
Fish are not insignificant.
Let's examine the human being.
Absolutely. I consider the human being to be the crowning achievement of my universe. When the universe was still in its drop form, I realized that I needed to create something to compensate for this brutalizing aspect of life. Something sweet and inspiring that would ensure a peaceful planet. And so I created the orgasm. That's obviously good.
Are you saying the world would be a safer place if people had more orgasms?
Well, I'm not talking about quantity. I'm talking more about quality. It's psychologically impossible to detonate a nuclear device if you just had a satisfying sexual experience.
Really?
Oh, yes. And I don't mean just physical sex. Physical sex is good for only procreation and curing acne. But when a human being is willing to reveal themselves during the sexual act, they're reuniting with all of the energy flowing through the universe. This spiritual sexual union is designed to cleanse fear from the soul and make the human's capacity for good to rise to the surface and transform into enlightened action. They work great in test cases.
Where are we?
Just sit, please, you're late.
Late for what?
Please, relax. This will only take a second. Please. I'd like to introduce you to two typical human beings, John and Mary Doe. They are not extraordinary in any way, which is exactly why I chose them. John and Mary live with their two children in Dayton, Ohio.
We're not them.
Not John and Mary.
No, I'm John's brother, Harvey. Here's my wife, Edna.
Hi.
I told my roommate to bring up the...
They're on vacation. We're house sitting for them.
Really? See how caring the human being is?
Well, John and Mary have cable.
Who the hell are you and why are we here?
Oh, well, since you asked.
You don't have to gain information to destroy our planet, do you?
Oh, no.
Because we don't know anything, honest.
I created the heavens and the earth.
Wait, are you telling me that you're...
I am who I am.
Sounds like
You mean, like, the whole universe is just a science fair project? part of some nerd science fair project?
Harvey, please. You'll go to hell.
Oh, don't worry. Nothing you say will be out against you.
It's no use with my luck. I can give the Pope CPR and still go to hell.
Maybe this wasn't such a good idea. These aren't the ones that I originally planned to.
Well, they are average human beings, aren't they?
Last week, my hairstylist called me one of the most common people she knew.
Well then.
Well, I really don't think these people are in any condition to be questioned.
That's too bad. There's so many questions I'd like to ask them.
Go ahead and waste your time. Ask about my life.
Actually, I think we've bothered them enough.
I think this is a wonderful opportunity to get some insight into the human condition.
I really don't think that you'll.
Why don't you just sit down and be quiet? Very
Sir,
quiet.
please,
Sit! Well then, Harvey and Edna, why don't you tell us a little something about
For
that?
14 years, I worked on an assembly line. I got up every morning, drove 20 miles, and spent 8 hours tightening nuts.
Harvey, why were you laid off?
My entire division was replaced by a silicon chip. Apparently Sam can do a better job than I can.
Have you tried to get help from your union?
No, not yet, but I do plan to talk to my local union official as soon as he's paroled.
The guy was free.
It's a brother.
He was doing a friend a little favor. If the government had wiretapped that hooker, nobody would have ever known.
I do have an interview next week with the toxic waste company. Apparently garbage is a growth industry.
Edna, do you work?
Well, yeah. I'm a directory assistance operator. 900 times.
Are you concerned this might eventually become boring?
Oh, it got boring after the 4th call.
Why don't you change jobs?
Gee, I don't know. Most of life is boring, isn't it?
If I could just put this in
Later you will
perspective.
get a chance.
Sir, I really
Sit!
They're just wonderful.
Harvey?
They're pips.
Are they good students?
They're okay. Michael was just made group leader at his drug rehabilitation center.
I spent all day in the bathroom dyeing her hair and after college.
Some of which are very creative.
Yeah, like your head's gonna end up in an art gallery.
She's going through a rough time. She still hasn't gotten over the shock of menstruation.
Couldn't you think of anything better than puberty?
Hard.
Well, he's
Not really. I tried.
supposed to be the all-knowing and all-powerful, and he can't even make teeth growing straight. Do you know how much that cost me?
Please, we're supposed to be representing the entire human race.
I think you're doing a splendid job.
It's fine.
It's fine.
Satisfied with sex lives?
More or less.
More or less.
It's fine. It's fine. They just don't seem to like it as much as Mitch.
I like it.
I know you like it.
I like it just fine.
You don't always like it.
I always fulfill my obligations.
Oh, I can't tell you what a turn on that attitude is.
Maybe. Every time you got excited, you didn't scream out Betty White's name.
I did that once. Like 15 million.
I swear, there isn't one woman on television he hasn't slept
This
with.
is not,
It mine,
this is
that
not
is.
the place to discuss
They
this.
want to know what we're like.
Shouldn't take that long at all.
See, I told you it wasn't his fault.
Well, it wasn't mine.
Excuse me. Has either of you ever felt a spiritual sexual union in which the universe is flowing through you so that the goodness rises to the surface and transforms into enlightened action?
You are a pervert.
We've read many manuals. Harvey lasts up to 6 minutes sometimes. I believe intimacy is the keystone in any healthy relationship.
And what makes you say that?
I read it in last month's Cosmo. Without intimacy, sex would be nothing but,
Fun.
If I can. Sit.
Harvey and Edna, what would you say has been the best moment of your lives?
oh, that's easy. It was the day Harvey proposed to me. We were having a picnic at the park. I made chicken salad sandwiches and potato salad and carrot raisin salad and macaroni salad.
I picked up a six-pack.
No, you were going to, but I had to go back to the store to get the mayonnaise, so you let me get it.
Why couldn't Harvey purchase the mayonnaise when he went to go buy the 6-pack?
Anyway, so we were having this picnic, and when we finished eating, I wiped Harvey's mouth with my napkin, and he wiped my mouth with his.
It's this thing.
I remember Harvey looking right into my eyes and saying, "Let's make it legal." And I thought, this man knows what I want.
And this was the best moment of your life, Harvey?
turn on the TV, but we always get this lousy reception, and this day, there are so many ghosts on the tube, I couldn't tell what was going on. So I go in the backyard, and I grab myself a beer in the kitchen.
And this was the best moment of your life?
And I don't know if any of you guys are beer drinkers. Guess not. Usually when you drink beer, it's either too cold or not cold enough, or it's got too much foam, or it's just a lousy beer. But you still drink it, because that's what life's about. Accepting the beer you're given. But it's nothing you'd ever get enthused about, but this beer, it was delicious. Just right. I can still remember sitting in my backyard thinking, I'm broke, I'm unemployed, and I have a lousy reception. But this moment is perfect.
I really must interrupt.
I told you.
I don't think it's very good for the entire human race based on such a limited sample.
Hey, take a little responsibility for your actions, why don't you?
We're going to hell. I know it.
He said we can say what we want.
Yes, but we don't know if he's going to be loving and forgiving or righteous and vindictive.
Oh my God, why do you insist upon giving me human quality?
Hey.
Square projection.
Hey, you created us.
Yes, but I gave you free will.
That's it, pass the buck.
I'm not passing the buck.
You and your free will. What good is it? I exert my free will all over the place, and all it does is get me thrown out of
You
bars.
don't understand the concept. I gave you choices.
Yeah, like being able to vote for a president, and then making all the candidates jerks.
There's so much more of it than that, though.
Hey, if you think that I have free will, do you think this is the life I would have free will?
Maybe it is.
Then you're really sick.
Harvey!
You could have made better choices.
I can't afford better choices. My credit card's already up to the limit. It's not fair. It's like everything that's great about life, he's supposed to get credit for. But everything that's bad is supposed to be our fault. Well, it's not fair.
Harvey, please.
I'm sorry, but our time is almost up.
If I may, I have one final question.
Go ahead, Professor.
Do you believe that life is getting better or worse?
Worse.
Much worse. Everyone knows that.
Why do you keep doing it?
I just dropped 10 pounds. I'm not going to die now. Well, we have to stick around for our kids.
Yeah.
I mean, if it weren't for us, who'd be their role models? They're good kids.
I know they're good kids, but you can't tell that by looking at them.
They're just going through a difficult phase. They're going to be fine eventually.
It's called life.
I still don't understand. Your attitudes, why you keep living.
Hey, if you're suggesting I drop dead, forget it. It'll make too many people happy.
There are things in life to look forward to. Special things. Things that make life worth living.
Angry.
On Thursdays, the paper gives double discount coupons. And on weekends, I get to sleep in late. Oh, and about every 6 months, I'll give out a number, and somebody will say, thank you. Like they really mean it.
Don't those seem like rather trivial things?
So, I lead a rather trivial life. I know it.
I don't think you guys realize how hard it is to be a human being.
Is it difficult?
I bet it is.
You never feel like you have enough brains.
You always get these impulses, these urges that make no sense whatsoever.
Your kids go to you for answers, and you can't think of anything to tell them. So, you give them the same dumb answers your parents gave you.
Stupider than I am, and get scared. So why'd you do it? Why'd you make us so messed up?
You don't understand the concept. We didn't create human beings so that each individual could work perfectly. I created human beings so that humanity as a whole could work.
But humanity as a whole doesn't work perfectly.
It doesn't work perfectly at all. And we've got it off better than most people.
Do you?
Oh yeah. I mean, if you get your childhood without dying of hunger or illness, all you got left in life is like pain, misery, and injustice.
But I gave the humans all the resources they need. I gave them the ingredients for paradise.
Oh, you're a real tease, you know that? You made the world so wonderful and our lives so difficult. I mean, maybe we're not the best examples of human beings, but we're trying as hard as we can. And we want to be good people, and we want to have decent lives, and we want our kids to turn out okay.
beings aren't like this. If only you had met John and
Oh
Mary.
yeah, sure. Show a couple of bozos you made life easy for.
I gave them the exact same universe I gave you.
You sound just like my father sometimes.
John
you
and
know that?
Mary have done so much with their lives.
John's the biggest kiss ass in dating.
He is not.
Yes, he is. It's not. He goes to church, not to pray. He just wants to suck up to you.
I see.
Oh, Mary's worse.
Is she a
Mary, who for the record no longer has the nose you gave her. I mean, she may spend all day curing people, but have you ever tried to sit down and have a nice conversation with the woman? I healed so many people today, and of course not as many as you gave phone numbers to.
Oh, they're great human beings. Oh, yeah. I'm sure they would have given you the answer you wanted.
For the rest of our lives, we would have had to sit through dinner parties with them saying, we helped the Almighty get an A.
Can I just say one thing on my behalf?
Go ahead, this is your chance.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
It looks so good on paper.
Thank you. We'll now decide your final grade.
Great.
Decide right on the spot?
Yeah.
How come there's maple walnut ice cream and butter pecan ice cream instead of maple walnut butter pecan?
I don't think I can answer that one.
Nobody can.
I'm afraid once you get teleported back to Earth, you won't remember any of this.
There goes my movie sale.
I already picked out what I was going to wear on the talk shows.
Let's face it, we're gonna have to be average human beings our whole lives.
Damn.
Yes, there's very much wrong with this project, but it's wrong to call this unit an underachiever.
Can I take off my slippers?
Go ahead.
Thanks.
Your bunny's acting up again?
Yes.
You gotta stop wearing teeny shoes. You don't have teeny feet.
I buy shoes the right size.
No, you don't. You keep insisting your feet are smaller than they are. That's why your feet are in such shape.
I'm changing my grade.
We decided your final grade. There's much to be commendable about your project, both in Earth's evolutionary ability and in its variety of beauty, but the human being is both wondrous and fascinating. Nevertheless, the three of us agree that there's much wrong with the human being. I mean, look at them. They're so scared and confused about their own actions. What good are their noble qualities when, by adulthood, they hold a grudge against life itself? I'm afraid we're going to have to give you a C+.
A C plus?
C plus!
I'm sorry.
Wait a second. We don't live in a C plus universe.
It's at least a B.
I created fruits and vegetables and birds that fly, fish that swim, and artists and athletes and thinkers and leaders, and I get a C plus. I put everything I had into this project. Everything!
Some of us felt the grade was generous.
Ah!
All I can say is that it's easy to sit back and judge. Real easy, huh? Who's to know that right now some higher being is giving your whole dimension a D?
I don't understand. After all your complaints.
So I was in a bad mood. You caught me at a bad time.
It was right before bedtime.
And Saturday night, if you catch my drift.
So 6 minutes mean a lot to us.
They do.
Well, of course they do.
They sort of hold, but I never assumed.
No.
Just keep worrying when they don't call about the silicon ship.
No, never.
I still don't see where they go on with it. I really don't.
I'll tell you why.
Why?
Well, because things could get better, that's why.
That's right. Things could always get better.
And what makes you say that?
Tell them.
I have no idea. I guess we were just designed that way. When push comes to shove, I guess we were just designed to have faith.
See, it's not as big as the Turkish thought it was.
Well, my advice? Next time, don't make them in your own image. It's very narcissistic.
Take care of your feet and always treat cows with respect.
Now, don't be too hard on yourself. You did the best you could.
You know? So it makes it so depressing.
Hey, it's just the universe. It'll pass.
Sorry we blew your grade.
It's my fault. You never moved off on the 7th day.
Yeah, I guess life's not as bad as once you get over the disappointment and things.
I'll remember that.
So, wanna grab a brew?
I actually better get your teleport back here.
By the way, if there is such a thing as reincarnation,
Oh, I shouldn't discuss it.
you don't have to tell me. But if there is, could you bring me back as a bunny rabbit?